All right, let's see. This one's a little bit long. This is starting off here. So my name is kept private for, I'll just call him Bob. This is probably the strangest time in my life. I'm 41, divorced with no kids, and I'm somewhat successful at a prestigious job. I grew up in a nasty household with an overprotective mother, abusive brother, and an absent dad. I've had no self-confidence going into adulthood, used to be a workaholic and been overweight most of my life, but tall. I'm a people pleaser and a perfectionist and a total overthinker. I got married at 38 after a short relationship. She is an entrepreneur slash ex-lawyer slash long distance runner. With her independence, she ate me alive. I barely felt like the man in the relationship, and I never stood a chance, but I also had no frame. I've just completed an amazing project at work, which I got praised for, but I was still overshadowed by big players, which often happens. As a hobby, I play basketball each week, but I'm always scared to shoot. Mentally, I'm the weakest player on the court, which overthinking each step and feeling inferior to the others. I recently lashed out at my mother and brother after they separately disrespected me. My mom commented on an amazing purchase I had that I was proud of, and she only found negative things to say within the purchase. No congratulations, no great job, no great job, no encouragement. Later, she repeated a certain behavior that she did when I was a kid that still makes me freeze and lock up as an adult. That's when I exploded. My brother's fiance during a family dinner told me that their favorite store is the one owned by my ex-wife. I sent very long messages to both my mother and brother after this that I was in explaining the current pain and how horrible they were to me when I was a kid. These two instances happened by chance close to each other recently. Starting to wrap up here. Me and my ex-wife tried to get together after the divorce, and I've been on and off. I finally left when I had an amazing accomplishment at work, and she completely neglected it because it was her birthday, and she decided to focus on herself. She admitted later it was a dick move on her part, and she wants to come back, which I'm mulling over because we did have some good times, but maybe I'm scared of finally ending the chapter. Finally, I read Rich's book. I follow many of the masculine, quote-unquote, Instagram profiles. I've started working out, doing Krav Maga. I might take a martial arts camp in the fall. I want to be a different man, but the feeling of so many wasted years is very, very heavy, and I'm worried that the change is impossible for a guy like me. If you were in the situation, what would you do? I feel the weight of loneliness and wasting many years living like an extra in a movie. Any advice, encouragement, feedback, or constructive criticism? Welcome.
Join the club, man.
Started off with a doozy. Yeah,
welcome. Right. Welcome to the club. This is the chaos. This is the trauma. This is the catalyst that sent you seeking for answers. Good for you. And now you're getting hit with the answers and you don't like them. You know, family's not always going to support you. In fact, sometimes they might just be disparaging and just like right out assholes. I've had to set boundaries with family members. Is what it is, you know. As you grow, as you get bigger, as you improve, as you level up, as you become a better version of yourself, as you make more money, as you accomplish and buy things that you've wanted, that you think that you'd get acknowledgement or some level of respect for on, it doesn't come from people that aren't your cheerleaders. That's all that it boils down to, right? Like if you're winning in life and people don't cheer you on when you win in life that you think should be cheering you on, i.e. like your mom, you might want to spend a little less time and, you know, carry on doing what you're doing. Like we've talked about anchors and sales, Moff. Explain anchors and sales to this guy.
Super simple. I mean, if you have somebody that's not supporting your mission and they're not living the life that you want to live and they're not helping you live the life and go in the direction that you want, they're an anchor. If somebody's a sail, that means they're going to propel your boat forward. They're not going to drag you back. And the best way to get rid of an anchor is to cut it loose or at least pull it up into the boat so it doesn't give you any drag anymore. And this is an uncomfortable truth that guys have to face. See, guys want to do all this work and they want to, you know, become the king of the mountain or whatever it might be. And they want to take these anchors with them and they want to show these people, oh, look how much look how well I'm doing. And I want everybody to eat along with me. But these people don't want to see you change. They don't want to see you get better. They want to see you be the same person that they've created for you in their mind. Like everybody has a plan for you. They don't want you to do, like most people, especially a lot of people that are closest to you, especially family members, don't want to see you do better because then they have to look themselves in the mirror and face the facts that maybe I could have done better. Maybe I could have made more money. Maybe I could have been more successful. But the uncomfortable truth is when I talk about ruthlessly cutting ties with people that don't serve you, I mean, that means ruthlessly. Like that means like, sorry, mom and dad, can't talk right now. I'm busy. I'll see you at Christmas. Maybe. So I think what happens is a lot of guys, they don't take the necessary steps. Like they want to have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. They want to be unplugged and they want to be around unplugged guys and they want to join the school. They want to join the brotherhood. And yet they have that 1 foot in, but they have 1 foot out, and they're still listening to other people, plugged in people, trying to bring them down, taking those people's advice. And if you really want to make a legitimate transformation and completely turn your life around, you have to do the complete opposite of whatever got you to this point in the first place. And a lot of that starts with cutting people off for good.
Have you ever seen that series? I think it's called America's Sweethearts. It's about the Dallas cheerleaders, the Dallas Cowboys.
No, I know of them, but no, I haven't seen the series.
Yeah, so there's a series on Netflix about it, and that's what you want in your corner. You want enthusiastic cheerleaders that want you to win. Otherwise, why are you in, like, you're in my way then? I don't need to hear your shit or you're in my way, so fuck off. It's very simple, right? Like you're either a cheerleader or you're not. And that's what you want. You want that level of enthusiasm for your life. And you know what? People will come and go. It is what it is. You can't, there's a video out there somewhere of Snoop Dogg when he was really big, like in his prime, and he's sitting there talking about, like, as you grow and you come up, like these people don't follow you and they just sort of like hang out there and they want you to come back down over here. You have to let them go, move up to the next level. And that's just how it is, right? Like anybody that wins at life recognizes that there's anchors in sales and they only deal with sales so they can go to the next port of call, and they cut anchors loose. And that's all you got to do. And it's going to be tough and it's going to be uncomfortable. And it's like, dude, I gave my brothers my book, the first edition and the second, when I had them both done. And neither one of them have read my books. They don't care. They're not interested. And it's like, dude, so much more of your life would be so much better. Like you have these problems, right? But that's just how it is sometimes. You just have to live with it. It's cool.
Yeah. And sometimes
come around
an important part.
Come around.
Yeah, and an important part of getting into another room is not just opening the door to that other room; it's closing it behind you when you're in it.
Yes,
like that's something a lot of guys like you're just going to let people back in. So I mean, with anything, man, if you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, you're never going to get the results that you want.
Yeah, and you got to be like fastidious. Like what I've learned is in life, people will let you down. They'll double cross you. They'll whatever, and it's just like. When you cross a bridge and you're done with it, you should just blow it up, burn it, blow it up, whatever. Like, just be done with it. You don't, hey, I was wondering if, we could let bygones be bygones and, water's under the bridge. Like, I've had people do this to me before. It's like they legit try to give you the horns and fuck your life over. And then they come back and are like, hey, can we be friends again and hang out and shit? It's like, no, yeah,
you can screw off.
You're a fucking ghost, buddy.
Yeah.
So is what it is, man. Very good question, though.
Very good question.
Let's
get this.
A lot of people watching this right now going, fuck, yeah, that's